Relationships is a very hot topic. People are always fascinated by relationships. I once gave a keynote speech at the World Economic Forum in Switzerland, and I had the opportunity afterward to meet with a few heads of state, national treasurers, ministers of finance, heads of corporation in a private setting after my keynote speech. And one of the interesting things was once I had the door closed and people were able to ask me private questions, they would kind of look and make sure there was no listening, and they'd say, "Can you talk to me about my relationship?" Even though I'd actually talked to them about the need to awaken full consciousness as the number one most precious resource in the world. Relationships are only ever a showcase of what you are. A relationship cannot deliver happiness to you. A relationship can be an outlet for your existing happiness or, dare I say it, for your suffering. If you are a couple who, between the two of you on average, are in abject suffering and misery, then a relationship simply will be a showcase for the abject suffering and misery. If you are a couple who, on average, are living a life of great fulfillment, then your relationship will be a showcase of great fulfillment. But the relationship itself is not designed to deliver fulfillment to you. You have to bring your fulfillment to the relationship. And in order to have fulfillment, we have to find the place inside of us, which is the fulfilled place. Fulfillment is not a phenomenon that arrives on the yonder side of achieving a thing. I'll get a partner, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a wife, husband, whatever it is, and then I'll be fulfilled. No, you won't. If you are fulfilled, you're likely to attract to yourself somebody who is also quite fulfilled. And to the extent that you're fulfilled, like will attract like. When you get into a relationship, the two of you make one complete unit. And that relationship, it's going to be very important for the two of you to make sure that you know how to make that relating relevant to the world. The real thing about a relationship is it doubles the power and multiplies the power of an individual enlightened state. Two people together, enlightened, can make such a powerful force of bringing knowledge and eliminating ignorance in the world. And whether they are doing that just within a village setting or a town or a city, whether they're doing it within a family setting, they don't have to be famous, but to become somebody to become someone who's capable of making relevant change fast in this very, very needy society, it is incumbent on us to make all of our personal experiences socially relevant. Relationships also need to be relevant socially. Otherwise, what is a relationship? It's something that's socially irrelevant. A destructive relationship ends up eating up all the time of a family, all the time of the couple who are involved in the dysfunctional relationship. It ends up eating up the time of the legal system. It ends up eating up the resources of the community. It ends up causing havoc in a very wide circle, proximity effect, and event horizon of destruction. And so it's incumbent on us, if we're going to be relating, to bring about the greatest level of fulfillment possible. Through regular practice twice daily of Vedic meditation, we regularly absorb our consciousness into that place inside, which is the supreme inner contentedness. That's the place that knows no neediness. When we imbibe that into our life and into our consciousness, we emerge from that place with great capability. We don't emerge from that place being the needy one. And so relationships that are based on neediness are always doomed to fail. Relationships that are based on mutual fulfillment are going to make a great radiant contribution to make an ideal society.